I am so going to try to make this video as short as possible, but you just know that's not going to happen. So have a seat, get your friends, and bring them over to wherever you're watching this because, oh my gosh, there are a lot of things going on. Let's not overlook the threat for severe thunderstorms late Thursday, tomorrow, and into early Friday, especially southern Arkansas. It's not a big threat, but it is worth watching. Arctic cold, rain, thunderstorms, snow on the backside of the system Friday, gets colder Saturday, gets really cold Sunday, and changes. This is something I mentioned on social media last night, Tuesday night, was that this may come in Sunday compared to Monday, and that is becoming more and more likely. All right, let's go straight to the maps, all right? And for a friend of mine who told me, Todd, you got to make sure to include the legends at the bottom of these screens so they can see what we're looking at. I've done that just for you. Plus, I should have done it in the first place. So there you go. Slight risk for severe weather. They've extended that further towards the north. This is for late Thursday into early Friday. I think it's mainly across southern Arkansas southward. We'll watch that further north, late Thursday into early Friday. Make sure you have a way to get warnings. Again, it's a low threat. The main threat will be wind and hail. An isolated tornado possible, but not likely. It is something, of course, that I will be watching for you. All right, let's go on to the computer models here. So is that, you got the legend? Okay, just want to make sure. So I need to bring that up a little bit. So this is Thursday afternoon, low pressure forming out in Texas and Oklahoma. All right, there's the rain and thunderstorms. There it is, the low pressure area going into southern Missouri or northwest Arkansas. So this is Friday morning, rain and thunderstorms. On the backside, very cold, very windy. This is this is very cold air, but not true Arctic. So that comes in on the backside. I should say there is some Arctic air in that. So Friday morning, I think any severe threat's done with early. This is that's at 9 a.m. So the low pressure's in the boot heel of Missouri, snowing again in northwest Arkansas. My goodness, it has been snowing a lot in northwest Arkansas over the past week. So that's Friday morning. It gets close to central Arkansas. I can't rule it out. The big story, though, is going to be the cold and the wind. This is going to be pipe-busting cold coming in later this weekend. So that moves away. Saturday, we get a pause. All right. Cold air starts to come in. It really comes in Saturday night and Sunday with a big push of Arctic air. So this is it. This is showing precipitation over the previous 6 hours. European computer model. This is not a forecast. It is a model. This is late Sunday. This is Sunday at 6 p.m. So from noon until 6 p.m. It shows freezing rain and ice in southern Arkansas. In my opinion, I have a hard time believing freezing rain. I'm not going to discount it because the model shows that, but I think it'd be more snow and sleet. Snow further towards the north. It's worth watching. Remember what I say about, I always ask myself, what could go wrong with this forecast? And to me, it's that this is moving very, very quickly, and it limits the amount of accumulation. Or something develops along the Gulf Coast and robs the moisture coming towards the north. This doesn't indicate that, but it's worth watching. So I still think we see accumulating snows in Arkansas, but pinpointing who gets how much, where that sets up, it's too early. But right now, it's easy to say northern Arkansas stands the best chance, but I think there's the potential for it to be further towards the south. So that's late Sunday. See that? So again, this is a 6-hour period ending at 9 p.m. Sunday. Look at that. So this is from 9 p.m. Sunday to 3 a.m. Monday. If you love snow, you like that. Southern Arkansas, it does show ice. But I'm thinking, again, how deep is the cold air? That's the question. Because the models underestimate that. And if that cold air is deeper southern Arkansas, that's not ice. It's sleet and snow. So I'm not sold on that scenario that the European is putting out there. I'm not sold on that. But it is somebody's going to get ice. I just think it's further south. But we'll see. Still time to refine that forecast. All right, so here's the period from 3 a.m. Monday to 9 a.m. Monday. See? It's moving faster. Wait, what's that coming out of Oklahoma and Kansas? This is the danger when you have Arctic air in place. This is the danger. Any tiny little disturbance with a little bit of moisture will put out light snow and flurries. Although it does show this falling apart as it moves towards Arkansas. See that? It keeps it in northern Arkansas, but not quite as much. So it kind of comes across. I'm rocking that back and forth. But that's worth watching because remember, when you have Arctic air in place, any moisture will just get squeezed out of the atmosphere. And I think there's a chance for snow flurries even through Monday. But the bulk of this now falling on Sunday. All right, now let's go to the chance for 1 inch of snow or greater. With system number 1, Friday into Saturday, you see northern Arkansas, 1 inch or greater. Northwest Arkansas. Now, what you came for. The system coming up Sunday into early Monday. This is increased, now showing the likelihood of at least 1 inch of snow. I know there are maps going all over social media that show just tons of snow. Folks, that's just guidance. That's not a forecast. And this is guidance too. Could it be more than 1 inch? Absolutely it could be. But I'm not putting out snowfall amounts just yet. But here's the chance for at least 1 inch of snow. Highest in northern Arkansas, decreasing further towards the south. Notice the trend, though, is that for the chances to increase and go further south. That's the trend. How about the probability for 3 inches or more? Okay, highest in the Ozarks. So it's showing at least 3 inches of snow in northern Arkansas, decreasing further towards the south. What about, and if you looked at this yesterday, it was less than this. In fact, I can go look at yesterday's model run. Actually, I'm looking at, okay, so hold on, I'm getting to it. There's yesterday's model run, the chance for 3 inches or more. Now let's look at the current model run. Do you see the increase? Northern Arkansas, all right? Let me go back here. The chance for 6 inches or more, it lessens. So it's showing generally less than 6 inches across northern Arkansas. No chance for 6 inches of snow in central and southern. So do you see what the models are showing here? Could this be wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's still too early to forecast snowfall amounts, but you're kind of seeing where the range is. But it's dependent upon the moisture, the track of the low. There's so many variables right now that it's just impossible to say. All right? But it's out there. All right, so here we go. Apparent temperature, also known as the wind chill. This is early Friday morning. You see the cold air off towards the west. I want to make sure my friend can see the legend at the bottom of the screen. So there's the cold air, the first bout of Arctic air, and it feels like it's going to be mild tomorrow night. You're going to say, what are you talking about, Todd? It's not cold. All right. Remember, when that milder air comes across southern Arkansas, that's where the low threat for severe weather is. Okay, so Friday, let's go to noon. All right, so there's Friday at noon. Temperature's dropping. It feels like it's in the single digits in 20s. Dropping all day, high winds. Let's go to Friday at 6 p.m. Teens and 20s. Now let's go to Saturday. Watch this on Saturday. Okay, so I'm not going to say it. This is noon, right there. There's noon. The wind chill temperature is 40 degrees. Todd, that's not cold. No, look what's lurking towards the north. So we get one push on Friday, and then another push. Push on Friday, and then look at the push coming up on Sunday. I'm getting to that. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look at this. Okay, so there's the wind chill temperature Sunday morning. Below zero in northern Arkansas, teens elsewhere. Wind chill advisories and warnings very possible. Let's go to Monday morning. This assumes snow cover. It has wind chill readings between 10 and 20 below northern Arkansas. Single digits elsewhere. Again, this is assuming snow cover. Let's go to Tuesday morning. Oh, you know what? Let's just go to late Monday. Below zero wind chills for most of the state. Let's go to Tuesday morning. Anywhere from about 10 to 30 degrees below zero. Again, it's a computer model, not a forecast. So pipe busting cold, yes, that is possible. Dangerous, life-threatening wind chills, it is a possibility. Okay, now, let's calm down for a second. It is Wednesday, January the 10th. Remember that. This is not happening till Sunday. I have never, ever in my entire career in broadcasting or studying the weather seen a snow forecast verify exactly 5 days out. It just hasn't happened. It's rare to get one to verify exactly 1 day out. There will be changes. But here's the overriding theme to all this. Low threat for severe weather, late Thursday, early Friday. Okay? Turning colder, much colder Friday. It relaxes a little Saturday. Hits us hard, the Arctic hammer Sunday. Snow possible. Remember, there are things that could go wrong, but there are things, if you like snow, that could go right. Bone-chilling cold, dangerous cold for a few days next week. Way below average temperatures. Dangerously cold wind chills. So I will keep you updated. How long have I gone here? 11 minutes. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your trust. That was longer than I thought.